rising. So currently got this set up on NASDAQ. We just tapped into my zone. I'm waiting on the market to open. Market opens in 2 minutes. So we did tap into our zone. I'm just waiting to get a break of the candle at this high. But I will be waiting for market to open and just to see how market reacts, you know. So the low would be right here. And 101 would be right here. Right. So if market open and give me a break of this high, I'll enter for 101. And close to passing, I just need like 1200 and some change to pass. Current balance sitting at, let me get my camera to focus, 51,787, right? So real close to passing this eval. Market opens in 1 minute, so we're gonna see how it reacts, right? Overall trend right now is bullish. We did end up breaking these highs right here. Let me mark it out for you. We ended up breaking up this high. So yeah, we ended up breaking that high. Price gave us an imbalance, break of structure, and we just tapped into our zone. I'm hoping that, you know, as soon as market open, we could just break this high and, you know, it'll be that. All right, well, damn, trade just got invalidated. Market just opened, so this trade is a no-go. So I'll just be waiting on the next setup. Okay, so we did get invalidated, and it looks like we're pushing back up. So this trade was actually a liquidity grab, being that we came all the way down here and we grabbed some liquidity. Now it's pushing back up. Just the fact that, you know, and honestly, like the candle didn't even close below this zone right here. It still ended up staying in the zone, and it just wicked out of the zone. So this was a liquidity grab, and I'm just gonna wait on another entry, a better entry. So what I'll look for is actually for a price to actually break this high right here, and then I'll get a better entry on this candle. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that price came down, went up, came down, broke that low, went up, came down, broke that low. Now we just broke this high right here. It's not a big break of structure, it's kind of a small break of structure, but if I could get a tap into this zone, I may enter, because we did live in imbalance. So if I could get a candle to come down, tap into the zone, and then break for a high, I will enter for 101. Looks like we're gonna tap into it right now. So if price wanna go ahead and tap into my zone, I'll go ahead and see if we could get a setup here, you know. I just need this candle to come down and actually tap into the zone real quick before I even, you know, do anything. So my phone did end up running out of storage, and yeah, the camera died, but we ended up tapping into the zone. I'm just waiting to see if we could get a break of this high, you know. Like I said, this is a small break of structure, but waiting on this candle to close. If I could get a break of this high, I'll go ahead and enter for 101 and see what we could secure on this trade, y'all. Alright, so this trade actually just went against me real bad, and I ended up losing, you know, 1200 on this trade. So I'm done for the day, y'all. This was an L trade. This was an L trade today. You know, market just isn't giving a clear bias today. Honestly, NASDAQ haven't really been performing this week. For like, it has not been performing at all this week. So yeah, that's crazy. But you know, I'm gonna end it off here. We're gonna come back Monday and we're gonna try again. All right, so this is what the stats looking like. You know, I've been risking 2 contracts on all these trades. I took 3 trades total, and today the fact that I lost this much is kind of crazy. I should have sized down, but I honestly didn't think about it at the moment. But you know, I am proud of myself that I did stick to my trading plan. I only took 1 trade. Usually, seeing a loss this big, I would have over leveraged and try to make that back. I would have, probably went on tilt by now, but, I can't keep doing the same thing over and over. So I decided, I'm going to just come back on Monday and try to make this back on Monday. Look for a better setup, high quality setup, wait for the market to actually provide me, that setup that I need with good market structure. This week on NASDAQ, the week on NASDAQ was horrible, I ain't gonna lie. Market structure was not the best. But, come Monday, we back at it. Hopefully we can recoup some of this loss on Monday. Only took 3 trades, so that's what it's looking like, y'all. Ended off the week 532 in profit, so not too bad. But the fact that I did lose that much is kind of crazy, but it is what it is, y'all. Alright, so what I noticed off of today's trade, I did some thinking, and the fact that I lost that much money on one trade made me realize I got to get better at playing defense when it comes to taking these trades, because days like this happen when the market doesn't provide the proper structure, right? And I have to be able to notice and identify that I'm going against the market sometimes, you feel me? Because I honestly thought today was going to be a bullish day, depending on how the market was reacting, based off how the market was moving and what I was seeing, right? The trend looked bullish, but obviously the market consolidated today. It went against me, right? And I feel like that's a big part of knowing, like, what the market is doing, whether it's gonna go bullish or bearish or consolidate. And today it was one of them days where I decided to consolidate, right? And sometimes you never really know, because the market do what it want to do, but at the same time, that just made me realize, like, yo, I got to be on defense, like, every time, you feel me? And today, my defense wasn't there. So, I'm not mad that I took that loss, but what I'm kind of mad about is that I took a loss that big, you feel me? And I was so close to passing. But, it's part of the game. Shit happens, right? I'm not complaining about it, I'm proud of myself that I didn't blow the account, because, like I said, usually I would blow my account, just go on tilt when I lose that big, you feel me? So the fact that I didn't take another trade to try to make that money back, that's just growth right there, you feel me? But can I do that consistently after taking an L, you feel me? But the main thing is just living to trade another day, you feel me? It's always gonna be another day to trade in the market, and I have to realize that, you feel me? And I know this, but that's not something that I think of all the time, you feel me? Sometimes I just want to make the money back right then and there, but it's always another day to trade, you feel me? Another thing is preserving capital. I need to get better at preserving capital. Right now I'm just thinking of a master plan to get out this truck and just, get to the next level with trading, So with that being said, I just been thinking a lot about this trade I took today and just reflecting on it, because, like, some of the stuff I did on this trade could have been avoided. And what I mean is, I could have sized down, being that I was so close to passing, I could have sized down my position. But I honestly just didn't think about that at the moment, right? But, I know now, right? When I get close to passing, size down, because, anything could happen, right? And I use the same strategy, the same setup I've been taking, it just went against me. But this time it just cost me, right? So I think I got like $700 left in drawdown until the account gets blown. So come Monday, shit, we're going to see, I'm going to look for the best setup, and I'm going to take that setup, and we're going to pass, I'm not trying to blow this account. We're going to get to where we need to get to. But yeah, today, overall, I'm not really disappointed in myself, I would have been disappointed if I would have blown the account, but overall, I'm not really, like, disappointed that I lost that much. Is because there's a lot of things that I've done wrong in the past that I could have done today that I didn't do, right? And that's just taking another trade, going in with a higher position, trying to make the money back. And I didn't do that. I didn't go on tilt today, and I could have gone on tilt today, but I didn't. And I feel like, as a trader, I gotta understand that this shit happens, and I gotta be on defense. I never really thought about being on defense as a trader, but I gotta be on defense to protect the capital, preserve the capital, right? And yeah, man, that shit happened today.
You know, I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not, you know, it's whatever. You feel me? Losses happen. It's a part of the game. You know, I did everything correct. You know, besides sizing down when I was supposed to size down. That's what I was supposed to do. Was size down. You know, but everything else was, you know, fine. You feel me? But come Monday, you know, we back on the markets. We back on the charts. I just wanted to give y'all an update of today's trade, right? I just want to give y'all a quick update. Yeah, y'all. That's what happened, you know. But I hope you're having a good one. I hope y'all stay disciplined. I did do some type of workout today, not too much, but I did work out today. I did some type of movement, but instead of doing nothing, I did something. You feel me? But yeah, I hope you're having a good one. I hope y'all stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and just, you know, continue to watch the videos, man. If y'all like the videos, man, go ahead, drop them in the comments, man. Drop some, you know, engagements in the comments. Let me know y'all fucking with the videos so I can continue dropping these videos, and hopefully I can watch my growth and see where I get to. But other than that, man, I'm gonna end the video off here. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Love.